suffocated, ready to erupt, uncut by common virtue, but wallowing in style. I was Solomon inside them at the bottom of the pile. Then I woke into a nightmare fever, crushed by the burden of a true believer. Brushing my foes with the furies and the pros, battling mercy with both, pushing fire down the low. There is a hole in the bottom of my soul that is growing and it's going to consume this whole world. Take it all down, swallow it whole. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. Oh yeah. Making mistakes, I'm going to the greatest lengths. I'm taking the cake, but making all the same mistakes. When you put my life on the page, you know you don't. I'm at the end of my rope. But then there's harder that you bother with the water. Dropping up this cast the proper sign about this. I'm trying to write it out. Telling me, mama, I'm a maker all season. It's the one I want for bumpers, but all of the water. There is a hole in the bottom of my soul that is growing and it's going to consume this whole world. Take it all down, swallow it whole. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. But everything never seems to be enough anymore. I just keep baking and shaking, breaking down every door. I think I've chewed it all up. I think I'm spitting it out. I think I'm giving up, giving up, giving up, giving up, giving up. There is a hole in the bottom of my soul that is growing and it's going to consume this whole world. Take it all down, swallow it whole. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. But everything never seems to be enough anymore. I just keep pumping and dumping something all over the floor. Turn it around, break it in two. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Oh yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus. Matthew in the house, Kurt in the house, JT in the house, and Jorge in the mother. Ooh, shit, son. My blood pressure medication ain't working. I don't know. That was not a number I wanted to see. We'll check that later in the stream. Hopefully I calm down. It was a rough Christmas, y'all. Why do I have my headphones on? Rough freaking Christmas. That light is bright as shit this morning. Ugh. We're about less than a minute away from the bell. Oh, we're like bell time right now, bros. Oh, it didn't play.
Ding, 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 ding,
Now
ding,
I'm 2
ding, ding.
seconds late. All right, let's pop on over to the desktop. Man, it's hot in here. I was cold, woke up cold this morning. Merry Christmas, Snack. Bank and Snack going up. Missed out on Friend. Yeah, I'm not touching Friend. Merry Christmas, says Coy. It was a terrible, worst Christmas of my life. Tesla going to 15x in the next 3 years. That's some Kool-Aid sipping. Good morning, Tow Truck Jorge in Corona. How you doing, brother? Crypto season's back when the truck drivers. That's the quote, right? Whenever the barber's telling you to buy stocks, it's time to get out. There's nothing wrong with being a tow truck driver. I'm joking. All right. I would imagine you can make a pretty good living as a tow truck driver, especially if you own the tow truck company. I remember being in college. There's so many places you get towed, dude. Like, I live in these condos and apartment buildings. There was never any parking. Oh man, them tow trucks were like roaches, just there to and then it would back then it would cost like I would imagine it probably costs like $300 to $500 now to get your car out of impound. It's a freaking racket, I tell you. All right. When you're in college, $100 to get your car, to get your hoopty back? Are you kidding me, dude? I couldn't afford that shit. I needed that money for booze. See a couple hearts flying. All right, it looks like we only got 4 people in the house and 1 like. Is that how you want to? I mean, I had a rough Christmas, guys. It should be 4 for 4. Laum in the house. How you doing, brother? Worst Christmas ever? Why? Let's see. The Chefs lost to the Raiders. That was ruined my freaking Christmas, dude. Ruined my Christmas. Ricky is probably taking great pleasure in the fact that they lost. My fantasy team was knocked out of the playoffs, mostly because 4 of my, I had Mahomes. No, most of you not going to know what I'm talking about. Mahomes, Isaiah Pacheco, Rashee Rice, and the Kansas City D. And they shit the bed. So I got knocked out of the fantasy playoffs. That is most of it, I guess. Like, there's some other things that kind of made it bad. I don't know. I mean, Crypto, I didn't get a 70-cent Cardano. That's all I asked for Christmas was the Chefs win, and I get a 70-cent Cardano. Neither one of those happened. There was no snow. I mean, there's never snow where I live. I think it snowed here. It snowed here twice. And that was in like 40 years. No, 30 years. Sunday, Sarah came over. My friend Sarah came over and we watched Barbie. So it started bad on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I could tell. I don't know what the hell is going on with America, but that was like the #1 movie of the year. People are having Barbie parties, and dude, that movie sucked so bad. I wanted to turn it off. Like, I kept checking how much. It's like a 2-hour movie, guys. I kept checking it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's over an hour left of this crap. We watched the trailer a couple months ago. I'm like, this looks pretty good. No, it was terrible. Apparently, there's some kind of message in the movie. I'm not sure what it was, but Kurt says it's because I didn't stream. Oh, I did definitely miss you guys. The Chiefs look pretty bad, bro. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it. They need to fix some problems, right? They have like 3 major problems, but they've been having them for game after game after game. Patrick Mahomes said yesterday, oh, we just need to fix a couple problems. We can beat anyone. That's true, but you haven't shown any evidence that you can fix these problems. They've had 6 really bad hiccups this year, bro. They're now 9-6. They're on the verge of not even making the playoffs. They got to play Cincinnati this week. Cincinnati's pretty good, even without Joe Burrows. The only problem is they have the negative attitude of so-called the fans got the pitchforks out. Let me tell you, bro. I know you're just talking about me. I keep having my hopes up. I mean, I keep, thinking they can turn, but the fans on Twitter, ooh, it is ugly. It is a blood freaking bath, bro. They have a lot. Morale for the fans and for the team are pretty low, but I don't know. They definitely, yeah, I don't know, man. They've got problems. Like, if it were me, no one knows. Hardly anyone's going to know what the hell I would cut MVS right now. I would F it. I would cut Jawan Taylor, and I forget the name of the left tackle. They picked him up in the offseason I would cut both of those and just play rookies. And just tell them to go out there and have fun. Don't even, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of MVS, I don't know. We need someone that can a #1 that can stretch the field. Yeah, but all the wide receivers are just doing bad, lazy routes, and the offsides and the false starts and the offside, dude. And the holdings. Oh my goodness, the play calling is atrocious. 50% plus of the plays are screens, either to the running back or wide receiver. And I don't blame them. They can't anything past 7 yards, they'll drop it. Peter in the house. How you doing, brother? You're in the fantasy playoffs. I was up 8 going against the 49ers kicker. Did you win? I got beat by 20. If I would have played the Miami kicker instead, I would the Miami kicker and just like three or four more points out of my Kansas City Chiefs team, and I could have won. In the other league, I wasn't in the playoffs, but I think I scored like a record amount of points because I had Amari Cooper. I didn't even play Amari Cooper. If I would have played him, it would have been a record amount of points because the team went off. Ended up scoring 149 without Amari Cooper in the lineup. I would have scored like 200 points. And I have Mahomes, who sucks ball. Oh, I had Brees Hall, who went off. But Brees Hall, Mahomes killed me all season. Mahomes was the biggest fan. I had Mahomes in both my leagues. Biggest fantasy bust ever. Same as happens here with teams from Toronto, especially hockey. Maple Leaf fans will smear you. They get violent up there in Canada, eh? Like even the newspaper dragged one goalie's wife. Oh, that sucks. You won? Hell yeah, bro. You're in the playoffs. Yeah, you know what? My biggest gift for Christmas is I gave my opponent a win. He makes the championship game. Well, I get to sit there and whack my pud next Sunday. I'm so uninterested. I paid $500 almost $500 for the stupid NFL package. At least I would say more than half the games I didn't even. I think maybe I got to watch 1 or 2 games of Kansas City because of the NFL, because all the rest were like televised. I mean, I should have known better. I'm not doing that shit again next year. Let me tell you. But I wanted to see the repeat season. I wanted to see the dynasty happen. All I've had is mostly misery this football season. Yeah, of course it does. And it destroys. Ooh, Coinbase just went green. Santa coming late. I didn't leave any milk and cookies out for his ass. He's borderline type 2 diabetes, so if anything, I'd have left his fat ass out some carrots. But is Santa coming late? Ho, ho, ho. You saw I got rid of the Christmas theme. The Grinch stole my Christmas, bro. So, all right, let's see what's going on in the stock market. It's looking pretty flat. E-mini S&P up 9. Gold flat at 2,068. Bitcoin futures down 1,100. NASDAQ up 49. All basically flat, but it's up. 17. We're at the 17,000 handle in the NASDAQ. That seems like all-time highs. Bonds up 5 ticks. And did I say JT in the house? JT in the house if I didn't. I did say 15x on Tesla. Bro, I am selling my Coinbase sometime this bull run. And breaking news. I might do a video today or tomorrow. I want to, because I am on vacation this week. I feel sorry for anyone. 6 people in the house and still only 2 likes. Come on, guys. Let's turn my Christmas around. What was I saying? So I got really frustrated with the like count. Oh, I'll probably do I am on vacation. I have no carrots for Rudolph. I feel sorry for anyone that has to work today. Having to work Friday sucked. Having to work today sucks, bro. Like having to work this week. Like no one's doing shit this week. It should be like Chinese New Year's. Like they should just give everyone the week off. No one wants to work this week. It's bad enough. Like I hate my well, I don't hate it, but it's a rough stretch. January through like May. Because in the state I live in, they like change the laws where they have to give people 3 sick days, and before they didn't. And so they took away President's Day as a holiday. That before we got acquired, they also took away the day after Thanksgiving, which I think is just about the most evil thing you can do. But at least after this company bought us, they gave us that day back. And then the company that bought us actually gave us Veterans Day, which we didn't have before, and only the veterans. which I appreciate, but there's no vacation or there's no holiday between January and like, which one's the one in May? I always get them confused. It's like Memorial Day. I always get Memorial Day or Labor Day. Whatever. I think Memorial Day's in May, right? So there's no holiday and it's just a rough stretch. You got, a couple months of long nights, harsh winters. Here's a lot of fog. And you just grinding it out until the spring comes. So I always like to take vacation, like a week vacation in like March or April to kind of break that up and enjoy the spring. So anyway, it's kind of a crappy week. Everyone's, exhausted from the holidays. And you got like 4-day work week, and then you're going into New Year's Eve, and everyone's gonna be partying their nutsack off. So no one's mind's in the game right now. I mean, you're getting like, Coinbase is now down $1.50. That's what I get. I start complaining and the stock market crashes. Is it crashing? E-mini S&P still up 9. I mean, that's probably Bitcoin. These are all Bitcoin related. So let's see what's going on in crypto. Total crypto market cap's doing pretty good at 1.61 trillion. That's holding above the Fibby. All the talk right now. Oh, there's another. So there's a couple of videos I want to pump out this week. One is going to be, I think they're both very important. I think the most important one is going to be my profit taking strategy that I'm kind of working on. I'm workshopping, kind of piecing together. And then I want to talk about selling a lot of people, I mean, I'll probably F around and it'll be too late, but a lot of people are talking about selling all their Solana for Ethereum. Dude, guys, that was a move when I almost did it a month ago. That's not the move now, right? And I'll go into that more in a later video, but that shit's already up. And that's not going to continue, right? And I got some stuff you're not going to want to miss. So I'm going to save that for the video. I'm not going to give away the milk for free, bitches. Sorry, Santa Tom ate the carrots and drank the skim milk. I wonder how low, I'm reading bottom to top. Quaint hates that. I wonder how low BTC can drop if ETF turns out DS rug pull. I don't know. I don't think it'll dip that much because there's still March. There's a lot of deadlines in March. No, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, bro, because ARK is a big one. If they say no to ARK, I mean, that's kind of reading the tea leaves. ARK will have to reapply as far as I know. And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How many times can I say I don't know? Iagon, before I forget, Iagon released mainnet this week, which is cool. Their Ledger Flow app, I was checking that out a little bit. Maybe we'll get to that today. Storage, everyone's buying Synology NASs and True NASs, I think is the name of it, and spinning up Iagon nodes for storage. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know if that's a good financial decision, to be quite honest. I tried that shit with Chia and it blew up my face. I'm kind of curious how they do high availability. Like, what if your data is on a storage node that goes down, or the owner doesn't keep track of it, and like like the raid fails, and then they have a raid 2 or whatever, and a disk fell on each part of the raid 2, and then all that. Like, is it parity across nodes? Is there a parity stripe across nodes? I know most of you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but it's a way to rebuild the data. There's got to be enough parity across nodes. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe that in itself, it's so decentralized that everything's a parity bit. I don't know, bro. Like, I'm sure the algorithm can handle it. I wonder if they do any kind of deduplication and compression and all that. Things I'd love to ask the team just to see how good they are. Anyway, let's look at crypto, I guess. Pretty boring day. It's going to be probably pretty boring until that decision's made, unless like it gets leaked. How much of it's already priced in, things like that. I'm pretty surprised Bitcoin's down like $1,000. But total crypto market cap 1.61. Actually, let's look at these charts real quick. I want to see how far away from all-time highs. I think the Nasdaq's still in. Yeah, the Nasdaq's still in all-time highs. I don't know if the SPX can do it. It's only really got 4 days. I'm not even sure if the market's open. It probably is open a full day on Friday. I'm curious to see, like, we could have a sell-off. People might, for tax reasons, tax loss harvesting can cause a dip. A lot of people might be in profits on a lot of stuff, but they want to sell their dogs. So if you're in dogs, that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking a good dog. I'm not talking a Patrick McAfee dog. I'm talking woof woof. You're in some shit coins and you're down. That might be some tax loss harvesting. I have some tax loss harvesting I can do, namely Pepe. How's Pepe doing? 687. The problem is gas fees, bro. Oh, you can click on that. Get quotes. Gas fees aren't too bad right now. Maybe I should do this. 0.3 ETH. Should I do this or wait for Pepe to make a comeback? I mean, I'm just going to wait. Tom, the Cheeky Boys had a Twitter space with Charles Haskinson last week. Next, maybe you can get a question in next time. First of all, I don't know. A question for I want to question Iagon, not Charles Haskinson. I'd probably tell Charles Haskinson to shut the F up with all this politic talk, and let's get back to Cardano. Like, what's going on in Cardano? We haven't had nothing come out, no news out of Cardano in months. Well, I wouldn't say months, but it's like 5 or 6 weeks since Dust was announced or whatever, and now it's nothing. Crickets. This is Cardano right now. Charles doing a bunch of videos about he's got a robot handing out drugs at his clinic. Yay. He's got all his political thoughts. I can't wait for. I think some people are starting to tell people to mask up again. We should get another video about his thoughts. I wonder what his current thoughts are on masking up and jabs are now. In the beginning, it was like you should get jabs. Did you hear that Snack is being listed on Gate? Oh my goodness. All that build up. We're getting listed on a centralized exchange, and that's all they can bring to the table is Gate.io. Oh, that is pathetic. Robot runs on ADA? No, it doesn't. You're just making shit up now. It's like one of those famous, what was that famous robot company? I can't remember the name of it. All right, Cardano at 61.6. It did hit 62, I think. Yesterday it pushed, 63.5. We got 63.5 for Christmas. I didn't even see that. Must have been while I was sleeping. Solana, oh my goodness. Is anyone else getting sick of Invest Answers? That's what the /s means, sarcasm. I did not know that, bro. Today I learned. I bet a fairly big one while KuCoin is enough. Dude, bro. It's Coinbase or bust. You're not serious unless you can get listed on Coinbase. Soul pump is artificial, manipulated. Nah, it's just a lot of people getting long. A lot of people FOMOing in. It'll probably crash. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still gonna do really good. But bro, this is everyone. Here's no. You're gonna have to wait for my video. I can't, bro. I can't give away the milk for free. But I'll give you a little bit of a hint. What do you see there? Anyway, I would not be FOMOing in a Solana right now. In fact, I'm trying to unstake it so I can sell. I have like 5,000. I bought $2,000 worth of Solana. It's now worth like, I don't know, a ridiculous amount. I have $712 unstaked right now. Shit, are you kidding me? Like, I didn't understand how it worked, so I didn't understand how the unstaking worked. It would hit unstake and it didn't work, but you have to inactivate it. So I inactivated it and I'm like, oh shit, I'm not sure. And then so I think it's going to inactivate and then I reactivated it. So I don't know if it's going to inactivate and then just after that's done, automatically activate, which is going to be annoying as hell because then I'm going to have to inactivate it again and wait another 3 days. But I got 53 soul. What is that like? I have like, my 2 grand's already turned into 7 grand. So I'm going to probably sell all this. I don't really want to do it until Jan 1 anyway. So it's not the end of the world. Hopefully Solana holds up through, maybe even it continues to go up. I'm going to sell it, ship it to Coinbase, sell it, and probably buy Kuji with it. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I just hold on to it. I mean, I don't think Solana is going to $1,000 or anything crazy like that. But I could be wrong. It might. All I'm saying is I don't think the FOMO, peak FOMO, I mean, there's FOMO, euphoria, everyone's talking about it. What usually happens during these times, guys? What usually happens? You FOMO in at the top and VCs and all the smart money dumps on your face. So that move is coming. My opinion. Could be wrong. It's setting up for potentially another bull flag or a parabolic, one of these jobs, and it's going to come back down to 70. I mean, that's what I kind of see happening. It coming back down to like $70, right? And then that's kind of a normal where Solana should be. There's nothing special going on in Solana right now other than it's just a lot of momentum, a lot of FOMO, a lot of people are longing it. Most places are taking it down. You can't even long it anymore. George was talking about how Mexi took it down. I was checking GMX yesterday. They took it down. I can't even go long Solana over here. They took down AVAX and Solana. A lot of boring shit now. Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? I don't care enough about Sol enough to investigate, but makes sense. Saw something the other day about Sol's transaction fees being so low because the protocol fees pay via inflation. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like FUD going around on Solana. And it seems like it's more, like, I don't know if it's true or not. Well, there's a couple bros that seem like they know what they're talking about. They're talking about how, I don't know if there's a max supply in Solana or not. CoinGecko says there is, but apparently there isn't, or potentially there isn't. It has inflated quite a bit already. And they're using that to pay validators to keep the transaction fees low. Is it a sustainable model? I have no idea. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter much now because you trade it because the stuff's in play. You don't really sit there like you can sit there like with Cardano. I think they have the best tech, and that's why I invest in them, and I think they're going to do well. But I don't think they're going to be like revolutionary this bull run. Like I think they're going to get a lot of things done. Narratives may change. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a lot of that momentum shifts to midnight, and Cardano just starts doing okay. You know what I'm saying? Cardano might go to like $5 this bull run, $10 next bull run, and Dust is the one that has parabolic gains, and then more partner chains come, and that money starts spreading around. So I'm in like I talked about this last week. Cardano's my favorite, all its problems aside, but I'm just trying to get mine right now. And, you know, again, like I said, I'll be doing a video on my profit taking. I'm going to be aggressive taking profits this time. And I'm not going to be married to even Cardano, bro. I'm going to be selling large portions of everything I own. And then, you know, I'll hold some and then buying back. The one thing I might not sell is Bitcoin, even though it probably behooved me to do so. I'm probably just going to sell a lot into cash and load the boat, load the flotilla again in the next bear market. And I'll reassess whether I want to buy back some Cardano or whatever, right? This isn't like it. Look, guys, you can love a blockchain, but being just like people that go all in Cardano because they think Cardano is going to be number one is stupid. Like if you're, I mean, it is and it isn't. You'll probably make a lot of money, especially if you've been in Cardano since like the beginning and you invested at 2 or 3 cents and you're just staking and making tons of money and you have tons of Cardano and you're already like a multimillionaire. Great. And you've already taken your profits. There's going to be people like that out there that are going to knuckle down, but they can make a shitload more money. They just use a little common sense. That crypto is not going to be like, it's not going to go from the bottom of the S curve to the top in this bull run. Not a whole lot has changed since the last bull run. They're like, I've talked about this. Kuji and Injective are hot right now, but there ain't shit going on over there. Just more DEXs, more stupid NFTs and DEXs and meme coins. Is that revolutionary? Now, there is some narratives coming. Real world assets is the biggest one. I don't know who's going to dominate that. And I don't think it's going to, like, there's not going to be any revolutionary real world asset protocols or projects this bull run. Though there might be some stuff's happening with Avalanche and JP Morgan, and that can make that a really good play. So you want to go get yours. I'm trying to get mine. And I'm in a pretty good shape. If I add up my IRA and my crypto portfolio, I'm doing okay. And it's early. So I'm hoping to be in a really good shape by the end of this bull run. Again, you're not going to want to miss my I'm taking profits video. This time is different. Because this time I'm taking profits. This time is different because it can end early, right? People are going to be telling you, oh, this can't stop. Oh, Solana's can't stop. Trust me, Solana's going to stop and it's going to crash. Is it going to go up to 180 and then crash to 90? I don't know, maybe. But I think it's pretty much hitting its last leg. It might last to the beginning. And fingers crossed, because I'm trying to sell my Solana. Maybe. Again, maybe. I'm not sure, bro. I don't know. C3, I want Tia to... I won't be happy with anything. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. But I am looking to load the boat on Tia. I want to build out about a $10,000 position on Tia. I don't know if I'm going to. I mean, that's going to require me selling my Solana. Maybe putting some of my real hard-earned cash into it. But I don't know if I want to do that either. Again, try not to overdo it. I was looking at I actually have a decent chunk of change, way more than I realized on Indigo. I kind of put that in there as a little bit of a leverage long, and that's really turning out to be a beautiful position. I didn't realize how much money I had over there. All right, guys. Is this? I don't know why that button doesn't work. The light is really bugging me today. I'm gonna see if turning that off is, or maybe I can do that. Just trim it down a little so you still see a little bit of my beautiful face. Bro, I'm not. I think we're gonna roll with that going forward. Yeah, that's better. All right. What else? What about this hypothesis? If everyone thinks it's different and sells at which then makes a new floor across the board? What? A new? I don't think the. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's the biggest, most important thing. No one knows. I don't. Is it going to dip as much next time? Bitcoin and Ethereum won't, but who knows with Cardano and Solana and all the altcoins? Probably 90% again. I don't know if that a Bitcoin ETF is going to change what happens to the dip in altcoins. What seriously? What's going on in layer ones that is going to hold it up in a bear market? NFTs? Nope. DeFi? Nope. What else is there? World mobile, I mean the real world shit? Compute? The compute stuff? No, it's in its infancy. Those projects might not even make it. Render? Nah, I mean, are people really using Render? Are people really using it? That's over on Solana. What about Helium? People using Helium? I don't think so. RWAs, real world assets. No one buying homes or cars yet on blockchain. Not only are we anywhere closer on regulation, we've probably gone backwards. So there's a lot of regulation that still needs to come. This bull run, you gotta have your heads in the game. This bull run, it's gonna be about getting yours and taking profits, and then reassessing in the next bear market. I'm gonna get mine, take my profits, start doing a lot of stock and option trading in the bear market. And wait to load the boat again. I mean, really, that's all it's about. I'm not sipping any Kool-Aid on any blockchain. I'm going to get mine where I can. I'm going to get the dust airdrop. I think that's going to be a huge catalyst for Cardano. I think there's other catalysts for Cardano. Mahan, maybe some stable coin stuff comes to fruition during this bull run that can get us rolling. I mean, we still got like 18 months. It seems really slow though. So I don't know how much upside Cardano has in it this bull run. I mean, right now I'm really open for the midnight shit, but that thing is still kind of back in its infancy. They tried, I think it was all written in Ethereum, and they just recently switched it to Polkadot, and it's more smoke and mirrors than anything. When I move my head over here like this, does it really? Oh, I need to kind of focus. Hypercycle. Sidechain hypercycle. I don't know, bro. They've always got some stupid tweet saying a bunch of like sysboom rah messages. But I don't know about any launches or anything. Like their Twitter is just straight garbage for the most part. Chiefs Kingdom, my Twitter's just been full of Chiefs people. Here's the ledger flow. No, wait, this is a ledger. This is the document they have. I'm pretty sure I have the open somewhere. I thought I did. I don't see it. Mainnet. Oh, here we go. Here's the ledger flow. I let this run yesterday. It was going through my transactions. I don't know. What account? Oh, you know one thing that kind of sucks about this? Watch. Ledger's not supported. Well, what kind of crap is that, bro? Cardano is supposed to be the most secure blockchain, but you can't. It's not even. Doesn't even work with Ledger. And this doesn't really look. There's not enough. So far, what I've seen isn't super impressive. I had high hopes for this app. Let's see. You can assign labels and shit. Can you read? Oh, this is kind of cool. So it does give you a good idea of, like, it is really good at looking at find out. Does it have a search function? It does have a dark mode. So if you wanted to search for like SNEC transactions, does that work? Oh, that's contacts. No. So like you can assign labels, I guess. I'm not quite sure how this works yet. Add label. Oh, you can do it on the front end. Test. What does this do, bro? Edit label. There's nothing to it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's more to come on this. Jonathan in the house. How you doing, brother? Long time no see. All right, let's see what's going on in Cardano land. Friend is the hot hand. I think you're a moron if you invest in this. This is straight gambling. I click on SNEC. SNEC's at 18.2. Gate.io. That's laughable, bro. This one's been up and down. It's holding above 100 million market cap pretty good. I'm getting kind of waiting for like a crazy pullback. I'm surprised this has held up as long as it has. I don't know if the Gate.io is going to be some revolutionary pump. I mean, again, if you look at what happened to Bonk that got listed on Coinbase, it's actually basically like how well did a Coinbase listing work for Bonk? Is George still not shutting up about Bonk? I mean, he's basically wrecked all his viewers. How about Cock? So at least if they Cock, they're still doing okay for the most part, but I'd say most of them are probably down, and I don't see this bouncing back. Don't wait a little. I mean, I love George, but he just getting viewers wrecked. He got viewers wrecked last bull run in Cardano, and now he hates Cardano. It's probably why. But the meme coins, and he's just sitting there bragging about all his gains he's making. Yeah. Guess what, bro? Smooth brain plays. I'm not quite sure what smooth brain means, but I guess it's like probably borderline artard. The name is, yeah. I think Cockinu's funny. I mean, it was funny at first, but he's still like, everyone needs a little Cockinu, which is true, but uh-oh. We almost lost the mic. We almost saw a major accident, boys and girls. Oh, man. I got the plumber coming this morning. I woke up this morning. Got the plumber coming. Spending $1,400 today. That's another reason my Christmas sucks. I'm spending $1,200 just to fix my bathtub. That's so freaking annoying. So freaking annoying. But it has to be done. And I can't do it. I mean, like, if I was maybe in my prime, I could have done the same thing I did in my master bedroom, take a sledgehammer to it, because oh my goodness. Don't even get me started on that disaster. I bought this house and I'm like, oh, I watched too much those home shows, renovating your homes. I took a sledgehammer to that bathroom. Dumbest thing I ever did. And then it sat in shambles for like 2 or 3 years. It was a freaking ghost town. I was scared to go pee in there. All right, everyone. 7:12 a.m. We're up to 4 likes. That ain't bad. All right, let's see what's going on. And I say let's see what's going on Twitter, but it's just gonna be a bunch of Chiefs fans. My top 5 nootropics: L-theanine, Alcar. I take those. I don't take the other 3. Saffron, isn't that what they coat like pots and pans with? Bloating. I only really have bloating problems when I do a lot of protein shakes, which I think I might put back into the rotation this week. Start my New Year's resolution this week. I've been off the rails a little bit the last couple weeks. What's the best way to troll? Who cares? In my opinion, speaking of epochs, how's my stacks doing? We didn't look at everything. Atom at $12, stacks at $1.50. This one's doing really well. I should have bought more of this. Engine cooling off. Kuji doing okay. Tia doing pretty good. This is a major call out. This is my Harmony one of this bull run. Like, again, I want to build out a position in this. It's kind of my focus. Maybe I hold this back. I don't know, guys. I think like a $10,000 investment can turn into 100,000. So yeah, I'm going to take profits. I want to get that done sooner rather than later so that I can sell it in long-term capital gains, not short-term capital gains. Get back into Harmony. No shot. No shot. I'm done with Harmony. Like I hope they succeed, but I'm done. Actually, I don't care. I could care less if Harmony One succeeds, if I'm being honest. I want them to succeed just for the Kool-Aid sippers over there that are still... Harmony One ruined lives. All over bad security. The surface of the cerebral cortex is highly convoluted with folds. Oh, separating from each other by elongated grooves. I get it. So if it's smooth... These convolutions increase surface area so that you can keep memories and build smarts. The more surface area, the more smarts. The less surface area, the less smarts. And a smooth brain way to explain it. I'm just going to keep holding it. I'm back in profit. I mean, yeah. If you're back in profit, would I be in profit? No, hell no, bro. I bought most of mine at like 18 cents, 15 to 18 cents. So you got in early as hell, bro. Good for you. Correct. It'll be 4 or 5 cents very soon. I mean, that's definitely possible. They're talking like 50 cents and $1 again over there. I mean, I guess it's possible. I don't know what they've done to fix the problem. I don't know. Like, they had a lot of devs leave and went to that other crappy chain. Are most of them still over on this crappy chain? I don't trust any of them bitches. The one I do trust is Nick White. Nick White was a co-founder of Harmony One. Guess where he is now? Anyone care to guess where Nick White, a co-founder of Harmony One, is? Left I don't know, 2020? left Harmony One. He saw the writing on the wall, left. He said, I'm out, bitches. You know where he went? If you guessed TIA, I forget what TIA stands for. I'm smooth brain, bro. Because it's a weird name. I mean, it's a weird symbol for it. It is and it isn't. Celestia. He went to Celestia. Tia. Quite new. I think a lot of them went. I think a lot of the devs went to Fedora. I don't know. A lot of Harmony One people spun up validators over there too. How's Fedora doing? Is it? Yeah, it's not doing so hot. All the Harmony One people, they just, I don't know if that whole collective of like validators are a bunch of greedy assholes or not. I had a Harmony One validator, and you could see how corrupt their validator ecosystem was over there. I see a little bit of it in Cardano too, but it's all the big validators controlled the voting to make them make the most. They didn't give a shit about people over there. And then a lot of them are like, they saw the writing on the wall and they like, oh, we're going to all go to Fedora. And then squeeze more juice out of that lemon. Get more blood out of that tree. They were squeezing blood out of turnips. I was waiting for one to hit $1. Yeah, you and me both, bro. Who knows if I would have sold. I had my head so far up my ass the last bull run sipping the Kool-Aid. I was convinced this time was different. I mean, I barely even knew what a 4-year cycle was. I was learning it as we went. I learned a lot. The last bull run. I will not be making... You want a sneak peek? Let me make sure I don't have sensitive data up. Here's a sneak peek. It was a sneak peek of my profit taking strategy. Yeah, there's people. So Matthew says there's a lot of people, experts saying last cycle or super cycle extended. There are people starting to say that again this year already. George has already talked about Bitcoin going to 200,000. People are talking about $10 Cardano is going to be nothing. I don't know if we're going to hit $10 Cardano. 200,000 Bitcoin, 300,000 Bitcoin. 30 people are already with $32 Cardano and $6 million Bitcoin. And crazy numbers on $6,000 XRP. Like, it's insane, bro. Plan B, Willy Woo, Ben Cohen. You know what's funny about Willy Woo? He's talking about really crazy shit on Bitcoin now. And the last, like, couple years ago, he was saying Bitcoin would never reach new all-time highs if an ETF gets approved. So what are you supposed to believe? What comes out of his mouth? And Willy Woo's a smart, like, on-chain bro. But he legit said an ETF would cause Bitcoin to not ever see all-time highs. I don't know if that was just some kind of hot take, weird alternate theory he had. But Bitcoin will go to 190K next fall. It's possible. I hope crypto truly does reach astronomical levels. $10 Cardano going to be a sell signal to me. There I go, giving away the milk for free. You get an idea of what I'm workshopping if you want to get my thoughts on it. I don't know. I hate making short videos, but I'm going to try and I'm going to try and man up and be an adult, make a couple videos this week. You got your brick, got quite brick. I will not set build. I'm holding for 20 years. Yeah. So you could see Bitcoin, a lot of question marks. If it hits, you know, I might, but I don't I don't know that I really feel compelled to sell Bitcoin, especially if some of those other targets ahead. If $10 Cardano hits, I'm not selling Bitcoin. What is going to be selling, some of my Bitcoin going to do? Unless it, like if Bitcoin hits $6 million this bull cycle, which is just insane Kool-Aid, but if Bitcoin hits 6 million, I'd probably sell some. You know what I'm saying? I'd probably sell at least like a milli worth and then pay a shitload of taxes, and then still, you know what I'm saying? Like say I had a Bitcoin left. Would I not want to be a whole coiner, but Bitcoin 6 million? Man, are you kidding me? Like, do you not take a slice? Do you not take a little taste? I don't know. That's a tough one. But if we got $6 million Bitcoin, that's some first world problems right there for Bitcoin holders. Well, let's be honest, it will not go there. Bro, you don't like. There's a chance. I'm saying there is a chance. Not much of one, but a Bitcoin ETF could bring a crazy supply shock and momentum and FOMO like you've never seen. Because there's not a lot out there. There's still going to be supply, demand, buying and selling happening, but like it can leave the tracks, and it doesn't take much to move Bitcoin. So if, like the narrative shifts and people say you got to have like 5 or 10% of your portfolio on Bitcoin in the beginning, maybe higher. Like that shit can blow up fast, bro. You seen the ad of Bitwise? Is that the most interesting man one or? Yeah, I saw that one. They're all pretty lame. Yeah, that one's pretty lame. How old is the most interesting? When was that a thing? What was it? Dos Equis? Most interesting man was Dos Equis, right? If you're in Cardano, I think CDNs are the best play. Yeah, I bought some MinSwap last week. I have a decent amount of CNTs. I'm not going too crazy. I don't think I've finished so I do have, again, I didn't realize how much dollar amount. It went up quite a bit because of Cardano going up. But I have like almost 20 grand over on 20 grand over here on CDP, and I can pay off the loan. So I can pay off the loan for 6,500 ADA, and I got to pay about 700 ADA in bullshit fees because they charge 2%. But that would leave me with like 31,000 ADA, which is a little over 18 grand, right? And I can pay it off kind of cheap because IUSD is not worth shit. I mean, it's worth something. Like this, I definitely made potentially the right move, unless Indigo goes under, or they get, they get exploited or something. But IUSD is only, I still depeg pretty badly if I remember. And that might get worse in the bull run because the more ADA goes up, the more depegged it gets. 80 cents? Yeah, it's down. It was like 82 yesterday. So if this were to get down to like 50 cents, I'd probably pay off my loan. I'm not going to do it now because I'm kind of like, the plan was to wait for Cardano to get to like $3 or $4 and pay it off for like 1,000 ADA. So I put Cardano on here. I sold it and got IUSD when it was $1, and I took that $1 and I bought more Cardano, and then I added that to the CDP to add to my collateral ratio. And I have a really good collateral ratio. It was 307%. Like, I'd be inclined to buy some more Cardano, but again, the 2% fee is really high, and you're getting 80 cents on the dollar, which kind of sucks. Let's see. I've increased my ADA by 15,000 the past few weeks. Hell yeah. So you're just trading in and out of CNTs? Seems possible to get to 100K to, good for you, bro. Yeah, that was kind of my plan to trade my whip to like, I'm not as hopeful as you. I mean, I'm not as, how do I want to say this? I don't have as high expectations. I have like over, I don't know, 200. I had around 230,000 Cardano, and my goal was to like get it to 300,000 Cardano with CNTs and DeFi and stuff. So I'm trying to turn like 220 into 300. I think that's, a pretty reasonable goal. And I'm already well on my way. If I were to cash out everything right now, hell, I might be close to it right now. There's 30,000 right here. 220, that's 250, 255. And then, I got a bunch of tokens, got a lot of book, got a lot of NTX. I mean, we're getting there. And I think these will do, hell, maybe my goal should be more like you. Turn 220 into 500,000. There we go. We're going to get the dust drop. Hopefully that's worth a lot of money. I don't know that I probably won't be selling my dust. I might just hold on to that. I don't know. Again, I might sell it at the end of the bull run. But that dust is going to, like, dust could be the move. Like, look at what's happening to Atom. Dust is a partner, it's going to be a partner chain. Look what's happening to Atom. The IBC network are like partner chains. So Dust is going to most likely be the move. Like I might even buy Dust along with what I get airdrop. Injective, a partner chain that came out this bull run. This is the hottest alpha that no one's giving you right now. Up 458%. This is me looking into my crystal ball and seeing what's going to happen with Dust. This is technically the equivalent of Cardano's partner chains, IBC. There's nothing special about Injective. It's fast, it's cheap. Is it going to remain fast and cheap once it gets a lot of people on it? I don't know, yet to be seen. Kuji, partner chain. IBC. And this is in 621%. Not bad. Are there any others? Yeah, there is. Celestia, partner chain, IBC. Who's talking about Atom? Up 464%. No one's talking about Atom. Cosmos, a lot of people talking about. No one's talking about Cosmos now. It's doing fine. Everyone's talking about Injective. Mostly Injective. A few people are talking about Kuji, and a few people are talking about Celestia. I think Celestia is the only one that makes sense because of what it's doing. The others, Injective and Kuji, they're basically just clones of, as far as I can know, they're just clones of freaking Cosmos. You'll hear people talk about Injective. Oh, Injective's doing really good, but they don't really talk about Injective. A few people might utter the words Kuji, but they don't know shit. They don't know shit, bro. Some people do. Does anyone talk about Celestia other than CryptoCito? And he knows what's going on all of them. But so I take that back. There are some people like CryptoCito where you can get some hot Cosmos Alpha, but he's a Cosmos Kool-Aid sipper. So I'm just this is what's happening in Cosmos. I see this happening in Cardano when it comes to fruition. It's a little bit similar to what's kind of happening with Avalanche and subnets, or a little bit like what's happened with ETH and layer 2s, I guess. But Cosmos, I think, is the best one to draw from. And speaking of Cosmos, how is it doing? I think Injective flipped it. I don't know if it's still ahead of it in market cap. Cosmos. Let's see. Cosmos. How much is, you think Cosmos is up? I think the shortest one was Celestia or Kuji at 400%, 450. 90%, bros. So what do you think? Do you think Dust is going to be the move? I think so. I don't know when those airdrops are going to happen or when you're going to be able to start trading it, but I'm going to buy a bag of Dust for sure. I mean, it also kind of depends on when it happens. Like if it happens as we're going into a bear market, that's just Cardano screwing us again. Velez in the house. How you doing, brother? All right, 7:32 a.m. It's 42 degrees out. I slept like shit last night too. I slept like shit the last 2 nights. Woke up with a headache. Taking my sleep stack. It's not doing me any good. I mean, of course I didn't sleep well last night after that Chiefs game yesterday. The Barbie movie. Like, I need something to watch, guys. I am so desperate for something to watch. I watched a 4-hour Rust YouTube video yesterday. It's the most entertaining thing I've watched all week. Will Stoppin versus Guru in the house. How you doing, brother? I hope everyone had a good holidays. It's almost impossible for you not to have a better Christmas than me, unless you're also a Chiefs fan. So, and you were in the fantasy playoffs and lost. If you check all those boxes, I mean, if someone in your family died or something like that, obviously you moved to the front of the line, but hopefully that isn't the case. It was like a 3-hour and 49-minute video. He's entertaining to watch, so should have streamed. Streamed up and done what, bro? Sit here and be all self-pity and found a nice opal. What does that mean? Stream Rust? I'm not gonna stream Rust. This isn't a Rust channel, bro. Plus, I'm pretty bored with the game, but I just like I'll play just to pass the time. But this week I need to get some shit done. I'm gonna try and get some shit done. Speaking of getting some shit done, I also need to collect my shit for 3 days and send it off to this place. I don't really want to do that, dude. Just collect my shit into a little tube and then I gotta put it in my refrigerator. Ugh. Opal Stone, are you like I don't are you a geologist or something? Do you go hunting for rocks and you found an opal? Is it worth a lot of money? Are you one of those gold bros? Sometimes I watch those videos of people that go panning for gold. Just don't ship for 3 days. That might be the worst advice you've ever given. I need to collect it into these little, so day 1 you collect it and you put it in one tube. Day 2 you collect it and you put it in a tube, and then day 3 you got to collect it and you got to fill up like 3 tubes. I haven't been shitting every day too lately, so I don't know. I'm gonna start doing the protein and the only having yogurt for dinner, so that should get my boom booms back on track. And then maybe I drink coffee in the morning too. Problem is, then it gets real liquidy. It's a Titan Bar Opal. My mate is the Opal Whisperer on TV. What does it even mean? So your friend, is this one of these guys? That's your mate? Are you from England or something? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, guys. This is important. This freaking software, man. Where is it? Did you see this? Where did it go? No. What? No. Oh, here. Did you see? Look at, who is that in the thumbnail?
Jesus,
Is this
man.
Australia?
There's color everywhere.
You're Australian. Oh, yeah, Australia. I
2
think you told me
seasons
that
ago,
before.
siblings Sophia and Isaac, the Opal Whisperers, were part of a team that discovered.
I
the
immediately
biggest
knew it
hole
was
in
Australia
outback
when I
opal
saw
hunt.
that
Sophia
hat.
and Isaac, the Opal Whisperers, were part of a team that discovered the biggest haul in outback opal hunt.
Brought up in opal.
Dollar claim passed down to them from.
Where are we?
Are you in any of these videos?
Guess what? Color?
Hello?
Color. We got a bit of green.
Really?
Bit of green.
Is that opal?
Yeah, quite bright. Just in the edge there. We'll saw that one up at home.
So you do that? Our opal is in the coast. Do you do a lot of opal hunting? That sounds like a pretty cool hobby, if I'm not lying. Do you ever have you ever seen a king cobra? A live king cobra? They're in Australia, aren't they? Or mostly India. That's mostly India, huh? Clicking around like a... Bro, you know that's how I roll. Are there king cobras in India? I mean, Australia? You found a rare... Do you just collect them? Or do you like... Is it a hobby? King cobra, Australia. Including no cobra have been found. Okay. What? You have a dangerous ass snake in Australia. Western. Oh, Taipans? Yeah. How are they on the deadly? Taipan? How venomous? Taipans are blah, very potent and usually injected within hours. So they can kill you. I'm sure there's plenty of whatchamacallit, anti-venom. It's not venom, it's anti-venom. Anti-venom. I don't know, it has a weird, it's not venom. No cobras here. First snake. What about your first snake? Well, I apologize for Tom's terrible video. Yeah. Well, it's not like I'm going to watch the whole video right now. I'm interested in his opal hobby. He's not answering. Yeah, that's what this says. I watched some of Chandler's Wildlife, and there's a couple bros on YouTube. They do snake handling that I watch. I think he has some of these snakes. The king cobra ones are the king. They got like some king cobras. I think there's a bro in Australia. I want to say he's Australian. Excuse me. He like sleeps with his snakes and shit. Has some weird shit, and he's been on like Chandler's Wildlife. No, I think he's South African. You just woke up. It's 2:40 a.m. What are you doing up at 2:40, bro? You're like me. You wake up to go pee at 2:40 and you can't go back to sleep. Oh shit, son! Coinbase is ripping. Coinbase at $177. There's a couple people on Twitter throwing their dick on the table talking about how they called Coinbase because they got into it recently. I'm like, that's old news, bitch. I got into Coinbase such a long time ago that I can't even go, like, this thing only goes back 180 days. You know what we can do? Ooh, up $139,000 for the year? Man. Someone turned 40 grand into 180 grand? And their IRA? Man, seems like that's the kind of guy you should be following. None of you bitches went with me on this Coinbase trade either. You were all sitting back there, backseat driving. Look at this idiot selling all this Tesla for Coinbase. Party's just getting started, boys. If we go to this one, maybe it might tell me when I bought it. No. Up 109,000 in Coinbase. Not bad. You supported the coin. Yeah, you bought one share. Yeah, he slept with the King Cobra. All of them bitches have been bitten by King Cobras and almost died too. Yep, you did. You bought one to start, and I think you bought some more after. Yeah, see, this was such a long time ago. It doesn't even tell me when I bought it. This only goes back 120 days, which is kind of lame that you can't go back like the full year or whatever. I should send Tom Sosnoff an email that it's lame. You can't go back more than 120 days. But I can tell you pretty good estimate of when I did it. Man, my throat's really dry today. So Coinbase was like $68. And then it went down to 40. So it was right about here in April. I sold all my Tesla in April and bought Coinbase at 68 bucks. And it went all the way down to 46. I look like an idiot. And at the same time, Tesla, I sold all my Tesla to buy Coinbase. And so right around here, maybe April, Tesla was around 256, and then it did go down. So I don't know what price I sold my Tesla at. Maybe right about here. And then it went to freaking 300 bucks. So my Coinbase was going down and Tesla doubled. So I look like a complete idiot. But now, so I had 350 shares of Tesla. My Coinbase position is worth $176,050. My Tesla position would be worth 350 times 256.50. We'll give it a little bit. Yeah, someone made. I'm up over 100. Yeah, someone made the right play. Good thing JT Tegger's not here. He said Tesla's gonna 15x. I think Tesla's one of the best stock plays you can buy right now. It could easily become the number one company over the next 10 years. They've got so much going on, dude. Tesla's not gonna tank, bro. There's I think he's Australian or New Zealand, bro. That it's pretty famous Tesla YouTuber. I think he's Australian. I used to watch him quite a bit, but he's too much Tesla Kool-Aid sipper. Okay. First of all, the cars already like crazy profit. The Cybertruck's going to make a shitload of money. Full self-driving is a multi-billion-dollar business when it comes to fruition. Solar is going to be big. Battery storage is going to be big. The robot's going to be massive. And the semi-truck is going to be massive. You do not think Tesla's not going to continue to become a multi-trillion-dollar company. I want Tesla to tank. Like, I want there to be a pullback in negativity in Tesla so that I can sell my Coinbase at peak bull run and buy it back a shitload of Tesla on the cheap. 802 billion. I was in the desert and south of Arad one night. Beautiful clear full moon, very romantic with the girl I was wheeling while there, and she goes, hear that? Rattle, 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 rattlesnake. Where is a mod? A rod. Tesla doesn't. What do you mean? The incentive to buy the whatever money you get back on the car? I mean, they spent most of their time without that, and they went from 70 billion to $1 trillion plus without government rebates. It's in Israel. Are you happy you're not in Israel right now? All right. Man, I feel like crap, guys. I'm check my blood pressure, but I'm scared. My blood pressure was not that high when I checked it. Is it just when I'm on stream? The anxiety? I'm gonna get a good position. I feel way more anxious now that I'm doing this. Yeah, that's better. 138 over 91. I guess that's better. Before it was like 150 over 89. If they start selling, what? Is it possible that they become self-sustainable? That's it. I mean, eventually, yeah. I was thinking about this, like, I don't know, this weekend when I was taking a walk. I wonder how soon it's going to be before, like, just seeing robots is going to be like normal, like TV normal. Like, my parents were, oh, we got a TV in every room. I'm like, well, that's cool. You know, like, that's peak TV, right? I asked them if they had one in the bathroom and they laughed, but no, they don't have, but they have one in the garage. They have one in the, like, living room. They have one in each of the bedrooms. Like, who doesn't these days, right? Some people even have them in their bathroom. But when a robot's going to reach that? When like, just everyone having a robot's going to be normal. I think it's 10, 20 years. I think in, like, the next 5 years, it's highly likely that rich people will have robots. But within 20 years, it's going to be like going from an iPhone 1 to what we have now. It's just going to be like, them bitches are going to be, people are going to get, instead of, you know, you're going to get people, maybe people stop getting cars because self-driving taxis, it'll make no sense to buy a car unless you're rich. Why buy a car unless you're super rich? You're going to take self-driving taxis everywhere. If you could have a self-driving taxi show up and take you wherever you needed to go within like a couple minutes, why even bother owning a car? So instead of getting a car loan, you get a robot loan. You pay your robot off over 7 years. You pay $60,000 for, I mean, that's a good ROI. $60,000 if the robot can do a lot of shit, clean your house, jerk you off, cook food, clean the dishes, mow the lawn, wipe your ass. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Could you imagine if you had a robot just constantly, like, I don't know, 16 hours a day, 8 hours charging, just constantly doing work for you. There'll be people to get several robots, do drop shipping businesses, rent them out. I don't know. Robot rental instead of going to like going to U-Haul, you go to iRobot, you go rent out a couple robots and you bring them things over. Can they do tree arboring? Can they trim your trees? Can they trim your bushes? Well, like, is that going to be the next movement for gardeners? Instead of a truckload of gardeners? I mean, I'm not trying to be racist, but in California, 98% of gardeners are from Mexico. Are they gonna displace that business? Bunch of rich white dudes are just gonna have a team of robots driving around. You see a robot driving around in a truck with like one of those just welded together gardener things in the back, and then like 3 robots pile out. I mean, do you even need robots? You're gonna have robot driving lawnmowers, and then you got a robot out with like the thing that edges your lawn across an edger on the sidewalk, and one spraying weeds and shit. Wait. I'm forcing myself reading from top to bottom. Now you have a TV everywhere, smartphone. Yeah. I'm not talking smartphone though. I'm talking how many people. All right, poll. Like this is I'm curious to see. To me, this is a no-brainer answer. There's only 4 people here now, though. I should have done this earlier. You're doubtful about robots? How old are you, Will? Like 30? Didn't you tell me once? You will see robots being everywhere in your lifetime. I don't know if we'll ever see if you're I don't know if you've ever seen this anime. No. Not likely because Tom's a jock. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Basically, small robots that you can trick out and fight each other. You want that? Yeah. Yeah, that's shit's way over my head, you freaking nerd. Affordable housing is I don't know, where did that come from? Won't allow construction on land and put rent caps on blah, blah, blah. Are you a landlord? Do they have that problem in Canada? No one cares about Canadian problems, bro. You're a landscaper. You'll never use robots attending garden work. It's far too complicated. So look after rare plants. I mean, never say never. You see that Tesla robot handling an egg? And we're early, bro. What do you think's gonna happen in 20 to 50 years? You're 40? Nah, you'll never see it because we'll be dead. Although they got shit to make you live 180 now, so you get crypto rich, you can go buy a bunch of gene therapy. Maybe you will live long enough to see it. Sadly, it's far. I think it's gonna come sooner than you think. iPhone. Here's the first iPhone. Wow, $89,000. Who the hell would buy it? I mean, someone must have just like found a supply of these, but they didn't. Look at how much this is. And this is only like 15, 16 years old. When was the first iPhone? 2007, 16 years ago, bro. And then before the iPhone, I mean, it was shit like this. The Kia phone old, like shit like this. And then the iPhone came, bro. What do you think's gonna happen? Look at how, did you see the last Tesla robot video? Like how much it's come in just a year? Plus that other robot company, like shit's gonna pop off there for sure. GPU, I don't think the GPU is the problem. It's the just the mechanics, the solenoids, and all that shit. You're a Linux nerd? Hell yeah, bro. I know quite a bit of Linux. I know my way around some Linux. I work in a lot of Linux. A lot of the devices I work, even like the switching I work in, just uses, it's basically Linux. You had a BlackBerry 8330. I think it was like, oh, I never had a BlackBerry. I went from, you remember, oh, holy shit. Yeah, I remember ICQ. We're not talking about the crypto either. That's ICP. Or that's a chat. Remember, it was a chat that became popular a little bit after AOL chat or whatever. Kurt, that number looks too long. That was your ICQ number? You still remember? That's a nerd alert city right there. I don't remember my ICQ for shit. I used, what was it, Eudora? Anyone remember Netscape and Eudora? I even used Pine. There's some Unix actually. I've used Pine is for email. The first Tesla robot was a person in a suit. Maybe. I mean, for the commercial, I think it was Netscape and Eudora. I'm surprised you know what that is at your age, Kurt. You would have been like 7. Seriously, I used that shit in the 90s. You weren't even alive when this shit was out. That was 30 years. Like, you would have been 3, bro. Were you on Netscape and Eudora when you were 3? What was that underground chat you would get into? I would download a bunch of shit off of, and it had MIRC. Remember that one? You can hack ICQ before fire. Yeah. Remember when there were no firewalls on Windows? You just get online and then miss and immediately be like pwned. All right, everyone. 7:59 a.m. My plumber is going to be between 8 and 10 a.m. I don't know why you need a 2-hour window first thing in the morning. I mean, that seems kind of crazy. That's just how lazy do I feel like rolling out of bed today? Am I going to show up right on right and early at 8 a.m. or am I going to show up at like 10? Whereas sites, yeah, I remember searching for serial numbers and shit and trying to get downloads and shit.